Welcome to the Local Marketing Institute Q&A Live. Happy freaking Friday, everybody. With my fabulous co-host, Greg Gifford from Search Lab Digital. You can find him on Twitter, not X, at Greg Gifford. And you can find me, Ben Fisher, from Steady Demand. You can find me on Twitter, not X, at The Social Dude.
I need to go back to one of the recordings and just take a little snippet of you saying Twitter, not X, so that we can just use that on the soundboard.
Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. Where we have probably north of 2,505 members on the Local Marketing Institute Connect on Facebook. Actually, I'm never going to call that fucking thing Meta. Just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, nobody is. Nobody's ever going to call it Meta.
I know, right? Exactly. Why stop changing your names?
Even I was at a conference somewhere and there was a Meta person there and it was listed as they were Meta and they even call it Facebook. So
okay, well, they're smart then. That's all there is to it. All right. So, and then finally, if you're on the go at the gym, whatever it might be, and you would like Greg and I in your ear, you can go ahead and subscribe to us on Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Yeah, that's pretty much about it for right now.
Boom.
All right. What's going on, my friend? How you doing?
I'm better now that I am not sick.
Thank you for showing us your soundboard.
I've also, I'm still sharing, huh?
You sure? Yeah.
I am also trying to recover because my middle kid is a freshman in high school this year. And since it's Texas and it's ridiculously hot, they have decided to do football practice in the morning instead of at night. So I have to get up and take him to football practice at 5:15 every morning.
Ouch.
Which is a little bit early.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like any fun. No.
I've gotten used to it at this point.
I don't think I can ever get used to that.
But unfortunately, I gotta be in bed by 9 o'clock at night now. So that part kind of stinks.
Yeah, that's kind of cut into your gaming time a little bit, just a little bit.
Honestly, it kind of does. I don't really get to play as much because I'm going to bed.
Quality of life, my friend. Quality of life.
Yep.
So just a little bit of housekeeping really quickly. If you have some questions or if you would like us to, brutally review your Google business profile or website or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Pop it into the Q&A and then Greg and I will get to you live. So please add your questions or whatever else you got into the Q&A. We'd be happy to answer them. And there we go. Looks like we got one. Yay. Now we always get them. Anyway, please do. So with that, we will cover our brief news. Then we're going to get into some questions. News.
I'm trying to type in my stuff in the chat. Hold on. I gotta tell everybody to put stuff in the Q&A. It's time for the news.
Yeah, you gotta fix the volume. Volume's down again, man.
Is it? I just turned it up, I swear.
It's like a half. It's not even a quarter of what it used to be.
That is so weird. I don't understand why stupid Mac keeps changing. No, it says my volume level is up on everything all the way.
That's okay. That's all right.
Who knows?
We'll have to check it out.
You just have your volume turned down on your earbuds or whatever.
What? What?
Is it just those sounds or is it me too?
No, it's just those sounds. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. I don't know. Well, whatever. It's okay. Anyway, so today we have some very interesting piece of news that Greg would like to share with us, actually.
So I'm going to drop the link over here in chat. So we've heard about this a while ago. They came out a couple of years ago and said, hey, this is the FTC, by the way. They said, hey, we're going to ban fake reviews and all that sort of stuff. And they finally came out this week with the final adjustment to FTC law. So the new rule update prohibits fake or false customer reviews, customer testimonials, or celebrity testimonials. So that's good. It also now makes it illegal to buy negative reviews for a competitor or positive reviews for yourself. It also makes it illegal to sell fake reviews. It makes insider reviews illegal. So like reviews that come from your own employees or your friends and family are now illegal at the federal level. You cannot have a company controlled review website. So you couldn't have a separate URL that looks like a public review site, but you really just put a bunch of fake reviews up to make it look like your company or your product is awesome. Review suppression is also now illegal. So businesses are not allowed to use groundless legal threats, physical threats, intimidation, or false public accusations to remove a negative review. And it also makes it now for sure illegal that if you have a review widget that feeds reviews onto your site, and that review widget says, here's all of my company reviews, but it only shows positive reviews, that's actually illegal at the federal level now. And an interesting bit at the end, it says the misuse of fake social media indicators. So it is now illegal, according to the FTC, to buy or sell fake indicators of social media influence, such as followers or views from fake accounts.
And technically, if you think about it, those pesky customers that you get every once in a while that say, hey, do X, or I'm going to leave you a bad review. That's also against the rules too now.
Yep.
So in other words, I don't know, be genuine.
Yeah. Don't try to cheat.
Right, exactly. It's like go out there and give good service and blah.
Of course, saying don't try to cheat to a bunch of SEOs is like going to a football team and saying, don't touch the ball.
Right. Granted. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, the enforcement is if you're reported and the FTC decides that they're going to go after you, then I hope you don't have a house because they're probably going to take it. If I remember correctly, the fines are very, very large.
It's significant financial fines if you get caught doing this. Like in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was $7,500 per infraction is what they were talking about doing, but now it's actually a lot more than that. So, all right. Yes, I hope so too, Mark. I really hope so. All right. So the next piece of news has to just do with reinstatements. And that is while we cannot give you extreme details today, that is that reinstatements may be severely backlogged. I don't know if you all remember this, but gosh, what was it, about a year and a half ago is when we had reinstatement apocalypse, right? And they were like down for like 3 months, something like that. Not the locksmith one, the big one.
Like everybody.
Yeah. And so I don't know if it's that way with this, that bad, but there is no time horizon. So in other words, just chill.
Strap in and hold on to your butts.
Yeah. And then we'll listen to the billion locksmiths screaming the fact that they can't get reinstated again.
Yeah.
Happens every time.
Fun times.
Yes. All right. With that, Mr. Greg, you are being asked so nicely by Mr. Jeff Flowers.
But Jeff's not here today.
Damn it, Jeff.
Should we skip this since this is a little bit more of a live audit type of situation?
Oh, I don't know. It's very rare when somebody just comes in and says, roast my Google business profile. Or actually, I'm sorry. He said, roast my GMB profile. I kind of want to roast it just because he said GMB.
I mean, right?
I'm just saying. It's how about this? Exactly, Nate. Thank you. Roast GBP. Throw that out there on Twitter.
Let's put it up to the attendees. We have a thing that Jeff Flowers submitted to us. Jeff, hopefully you're listening to this on the replay if we do end up doing this. But everybody chime in on chat. Give us a yes if you want us to go ahead and do the live audit / roast of his profile. Give us a no if you want us to maybe wait another episode and see if Jeff shows up so he can actually be here. Ha! Looks like it's going to be yeses here and now.
I say the consequences of using GMB is it
Oh,
deserves a
there's
roast.
2 yeses or 3 yeses, 1 wait. Only 4 people voting.
All right, we need more. Come on.
More votes. Wait. Do it. Yes. 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 I think the yeses win.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
We're still 6. We're still 7-3.
7-3.
Wait.
Okay. Oh, so 4-3. 7-4.
7-4. Couple more people. There's 8. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think the yeses win.
All right.
Okay.
Yeses win.
I will share my screen for this again.
All righty. Sounds good.
So this is the profile that we have been, I'm sorry, the GMB that we have been asked to roast. So right off the bat, first thing I'm going to say is the name is totally not correct, because if we look at the name of the business is Rolling Suds, not Rolling Suds of Atlanta-Marietta. So
yeah, I can bet you I'll bet you it's a franchise.
Right. So potentially it could maybe be.
Nope, not a franchise. Never mind. Keep going.
It's not. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, well, how does he refer to himself here? Does he call himself? Wow. Geez. Not even good optimization on the site.
It's just, I mean, the name is definitely Rolling Suds. That's for sure.
Yep. Okay. So, Rolling Suds of North Atlanta-Marietta. Bad name. Can't do that. Let's just go top down. So reviews, 5-star reviews for pressure washer, probably accurate because pressure washing is pretty badass. Side note, I just got my first pressure washer. It's the most fun I've ever had. Except, okay, now let's just go look at most recent reviews.
Wait, let's read these responses.
Okay, yeah. First one.
Let's see how many of them are AI generated.
That does not look very legitimate there.
Oh, we hope to exceed your expectations again in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here we go. So just in case you don't know this, by the way, it's pretty easy to, if you read the review responses, it's pretty easy to see when somebody's using AI. In this example, for instance, we are so thrilled to receive your 5-star review from you. How many people have you talked to in the past 10 years who have said, I am so thrilled to meet you? Or thrilled to have a great experience with you? None, right? Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty thrilled to be doing this audit right now.
Have you been thrilled to do underwater basket weaving?
Here's another one. Look at this review from Robert Seaman, which starts off immediately with the entire business name, Rolling Suds of North Atlanta-Marietta. Like, come on, customers aren't.
Oh, Jesus!
They're not going to put best in all caps.
Yeah, no.
What is that? Look, do you see that?
I do see that. That's weird.
Up with my computer on the screen share is being weird. Is the best service provider we worked with in a long time. We engaged them. Nobody says we engaged them. So wash the exterior of our large home, and from the initial contact to obtaining an upfront quote to completing the service was Jeff, the owner and his daughter, Allie. Why are you going to remember the name of the owner and his daughter when they weren't the ones doing the work? I'm sure they were not.
All right. Well, I hate to say it.
I think the entire name of the business again, so that's probably fake.
That's a purchased review. Yep.
This looks a little bit more legit, but also if you notice as we scroll through, I don't know why it keeps doing this. As we scroll through, all these reviews are this is me, left 1 review ever. The next one, 3 reviews ever. The next one, 2 reviews ever. 4 reviews ever. 6 reviews ever. 5 reviews. Nobody's left even 10 reviews anywhere, so they don't look. Hold on, let's check this out. I like to go down the rabbit hole a little more. Okay, this guy at least has done 3 things in Atlanta. So, I don't know. Sometimes I like those ones that
might be legit, but take a look at that one, though. Look at that review that we think is obviously fake. That one. I was hoping it was going to be hidden reviews.
Well, and 2 years ago, they were leaving a 5-star review for another business that also uses the entire name of the business, which was Life Guidance Memory Care Unit of Atria North Point. Like nobody's going to write that whole thing out in a review. And then this mentioning multiple, it's like the same thing. I did this. Here's all the staff members at this place. And same thing here. The executive director and his name brought outstanding leadership to this. This one, all the staff, including Dr. Newman, blah, 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 blah. And that was 2 years ago, 1 year ago, this year.
Yeah, it's a sock puppet. It's a sock puppet account, man.
For sure fake.
Yep. So in other words, what we're saying here is that let's see, what was this gentleman's name? What was it? Jeff
Flowers.
Jeff. They it really looks like this business could actually be reported to the FTC because there's something fishy going on there with the reviews. I would actually have I would talk to whoever it is that has that. Basically, if it's your business, I would take a look at what you're doing.
Yep. Looking again, top down, UTM's on the website button is just UTM campaign equals GMB. You may not realize you can't do UTM codes unless you have at least a source and a medium. Source and medium are required for it to function.
Yep.
So just doing a UTM with the campaign in it isn't going to do anything for you. So like, I don't know why that was set up that way. Let's check out the categories that they have. Pressure washing service is the only one, so there's nothing wrong there. The address, they have an address displayed, but it is a pressure washing service, so it really should be set up as a service area business.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and take that address. Let's go take a Google search on it real quick. Take out actually leave the suite number on there for the moment.
Actually, I would take the suite out and see, but you're right. Let's see if anything else shows up with that.
And it does. Balance
garage doors. AAA pool and spa. So it's like gotta be a Regis because it's spam central.
Okay, so go ahead and all right. So Nate is suggesting it's UPS. So go to the end and type in UPS. Oh no, go back and type in UPS.
Go back and type in UPS.
Yeah. Just go there and type in. After that, go UPS. Okay. I'm going to say go down to the access points. We're looking for 878 Kurtz Road. No access points. Okay, go back up to the top. Take UPS and type in virtual. All right, so go down a little bit. I'm going to say negative to being virtual. At least it's not a virtual office, in other words. Yeah, we could go to Street View, but we're going to go without the suite first. And then scroll down. Let's see what we get. Richard Bowers and Co.
I mean, LoopNet, which is a like real estate thing, says available November 1st last year. Building C, Suite 200. Isn't that what this guy was?
Yes.
This is 203, which also, okay, if Suite 200 is available, they're not going to have a Suite 203.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, this is very common for places that offer shared desks, by the way, too.
Perfect for contractor wholesaler.
So, yeah, let's take a look at Street View really quick. That's not going to show us much. Oh, wait, there you go. See outside. It's on the other side of the street, I think. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Match this though.
Oops.
Like
anyway, there's something fishy with the address.
Oh no, that is the building right there. I mean, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's legit.
I'm still going to be. I'm suspicious.
There's 104. That's building. Oh, there's another building somewhere.
Yeah, I'm still suspicious. Yeah, my radar is all the way up on this one.
Okay, open 24 hours. They clearly heard about the hours issue because I guarantee you can't call these guys at 2 a.m. and have them come power wash your driveway at 2 a.m. So they shouldn't have the hours set to 24 hours. They've got an 800 tracking number on there, which maybe they're just a lead gen service. Who knows?
Nah, I mean, I don't think somebody would be dumb enough to give us a lead gen service, but never know.
Um, Google Posts, they did one 2 hours ago where the image, you cannot read any of the text in the image other than the thing that says answer. And the text is, at Rolling Suds, we understand that no two properties are alike in order to meet the various needs of our commercial. Okay, why is anybody going to click on that? Let's click on it just to see. Then they've got, oh, I love it when people put hashtags in here. So clearly what they're doing is they think that Google Posts are like Facebook or Twitter, and they're sharing the same bullshit that they share on social media to their Google Post, because you do not put hashtags here. And why would you put this up? Like, there's nowhere for me to click and nothing for me to do.
No,
other than
there's
looking
something
at
you
this
can do.
Graphic that says go to the website.
Yeah, there's something you can totally do, Greg. No, you could sit there and you could read through that horrible image if you really, really, really wanted to.
Right. But then like this, why would you say your home is your pride and joy? You show a before and after, and you got all this crap. That's when we come to our thing. Visit our website to learn more about our pressure washing services.
There's no call to action.
Jeff, if this is your client that you're working on, why are you doing Google Posts and not putting a call to action link that leads them to the website instead of telling them to go to the website? Like, these are awful. Awful, awful, awful.
Yikes.
Oh, look, okay, here's this customer review one. I like doing this if this will show in the carousel. Right? This is a customer review, but we cut out the text, notice, that says customer review. So all you get is some 5 stars and some text that you can't even really read from Colette. Like, this is very poorly done stuff there. Then for appointments, we're not linking to their own site. We're working to workiz.com. So they can't track clicks on that with UTMs or even Google Analytics because it goes to a different site. There are no questions loaded into the Q&A section unless those were loaded, and they just did 2. Not great. I like how it's showing popular times. It's busy at midnight. So maybe they've got a drug dealer or something next door that people go see. Who knows? Even here in their own business description, they call themselves Rolling Suds. They don't call themselves Rolling Suds of North Atlanta, Marietta. They call themselves Rolling Suds. So, yeah, that's not good.
That actually could be taken down for misleading information. Yeah, they're kind of making some interesting claims there at the end of it. If you don't know, if you make extremely unprovable claims, like we are the best in this town or whatever like that, something like that, that actually can lead to a suspension. It's very rare, but it can happen.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of not great stuff. Then we could go trash the site, but he only asked us to roast the GMB. So Jeff, hopefully you heard this, and if it was your client, it was helpful. If it's not your client, maybe it gave you some ammunition to go get some people taken down. All right, so that's it for that one. The next question comes to you from Chelsea. Is Chelsea here today? Chelsea is here today. All right, I love it. Chelsea, thanks for showing up. It's so cool when people show up and we get to answer their questions live. Chelsea's question is for you, and it's about Google reviews. Chelsea says, we have 400 plus Google reviews missing. I am able to provide names and a PDF of all reviews. I've entered 4 tickets and keep getting the reply, your reviews are live. For those of you listening later on the replay, I just did air quotes when I said that. She says, because we have about 12 new ones, how can we get Google to flag our ticket as truly needs more help? They do not understand I am missing more reviews.
Yeah. So number one, you're correct. Yes, Google support is just about as intelligent sometimes as a bag of rocks. This is very true. However, in this case, there's actually a global bug going on. And that is basically where, like they said, They said, yeah, we found your reviews and we've instituted, put back the ones that basically are not against the guidelines. And it's a whole whopping 0. This actually has been going on for about 2 months now. It's just getting really worse at this point. Google's aware of it. They do know what's going on. In this case, you have one choice. And that choice is, we really need the sound effect, Greg. When are you going to get it?
Which sound effect?
The sound effect for get to the chopper. Go to the chopper.
Yeah. I'm gonna write a note. Look, I'm writing it down.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We do appreciate you, Greg. Believe it or not. So basically,
look,
it is.
I wrote it down. Get to the chopper sound.
Get to the chopper
for next time.
Right. So basically, yes, you need to go to the Google Business Profile community. You need to open up a thread. In that thread, post your PDF. Why not? Let's have fun with it. And then go ahead and just make sure you include the business profile ID, which is the profile ID, and also your support tickets, all 4 of them, please. And basically just say exactly what you say here. And then somebody like Greg or I or any one of the other product experts will go ahead. We'll escalate that to our contacts at Google and we'll see if we can get something fixed for you.
Don't expect, though, that you're going to get all 400 back.
Yeah. Probably not. Almost definitely not. But they do a filter when they restore reviews now, which is insanely annoying. Okay. All right, cool. Well, then this one's for you now, Greg. Excellent. Hopefully that helped, Chelsea. All right. This is from our friend Jeff, who's still not here.
Buddy, come on. You got to show up for this. If you're listening later, you do not get to get an anonymous attendee t-shirt if we ever see you in person.
Yeah, I know. But you know what people are clamoring for? The ass hat.
The ass hat, yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. This one is about damn it. We're going to need something new for this. Or maybe we just repurpose the ass hat. I don't know. If people
anytime somebody calls it GMB?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'll just do this. Just go ahead and read it.
No, I know what you're going to do. Okay. So this is about GMB, picture optimization. Good enough. That would have been better if it was louder. All right. Anyway, so you mentioned in a Q&A session to make sure that you geotag.
Try this. Pause. Is that better?
Little bit.
I took the volume down and back up to see if it mattered, and I guess it did something. Who knows?
Nate brought up a really good idea. Willy Wonka. You lose, you get nothing. That is a good one. We should do that. Okay. Especially if we're just going to like skip somebody for the hell of it, whatever, you know. Like in Jeff's case, we should have skipped his question. But okay. All right, Jeff. If you're ever listening to this again, you're probably never going to come back because now you have been roasted twice. Okay. But we do hope you come back. We love you. All right. So you mentioned in the Q&A session, you did mention this, by the way, Craig. I think it was me actually. In a Q&A session to make sure to geotag and XF, literally XF as in Frank, not XIF, which is what it is. But anyway, and geotag your GMB photos. How do you do that?
So this is supposed to be the super secret thing that nobody shares because it is the biggest hack for local SEO that's ever been discovered besides shoving keywords in your business name and setting your hours to being open 24 hours a day. It is ridiculously overpowered to EXIF tag and geotag your images before you upload them.
I do it for every single client. I do it at 3:00 in the morning sometimes.
I need like a sarcastic laugh. I have the sad trombone. But I do have the I just told a joke rim shot. Yeah, this is what all of the SEO hustle bros tell you to do on TikTok, and it absolutely doesn't work. It has been proven a ridiculous number of times. I don't know why they keep saying it works. Maybe they want people to buy their $199 course to learn how to do local SEO from some dumb checklist that they found online 20 years ago. But yeah, You could geotag and EXIF tag your photos, but when you upload them, all that stuff gets erased and it doesn't matter anyway. So there's nothing to worry about here. We can move on to the next question for you, which is another one that I'm going to preemptively. This one is from Neil. Is Neil here? Neil is not here.
Do not have Neil.
When Neil is listening to this on the replay, Neil, I'm going to give you another because you weren't here. But Neil's question revolves around opening hours, and he asks you, considering that GBP visibility is now reduced when a business is not open, do you suggest expanding the hours listed in GBP in violation of Google guidelines? In my specific situation, someone researching a security system company may search after hours and submit a form or call the next day.
So if I am looking for a security systems company and I am going to call you, I'm not going to call you at 3 a.m. I'm not going to call you at 10 p.m. I'll call you at 5 p.m. If it's after 5 p.m., I'm not even freaking thinking about you. And I'm definitely not coming to where you are because I'm about to have dinner. Anyway, the point is this. Do not set your hours to 24 just because you think it's going to give you visibility. It's a filter. It's not a ranking method. It's a filter. Just like if you look for companies that are wheelchair accessible, it's a filter. That's all it is. It's are you open or are you not? And if you're not open, and if you're not answering the phones, and if people cannot come to you, you should not list yourself as 24 hours. Again, it's not a diminish in ranking. Because ranking is for when you're actually open. Now, if you have people answering the phones, fine, whatever, go 24. Be like the rest of the sheeple. Because that's pretty much what you're doing, by the way. And you're saying, should I be open 24? Because it's a ranking factor and everyone's doing it.
But A, it doesn't work the same for every vertical. And B, why? What's the point? Like, because Joy did some research that the whole world misinterpreted to say that opening hours are now a ranking factor. They're not, like he just said. All it means is if you're searching for business solution and you're searching after standard business hours, and there are some businesses in the area that are open when everybody else is closed, potentially those businesses might show up higher during that time. It doesn't mean you get bumped to lower. It just means they get bumped to higher. Because if it's something that's like emergency dentist and I'm looking at 11 o'clock at night because I just broke a tooth, it makes sense that the emergency dentists that are open would be displayed higher than the ones that are closed because it matches the intent of my search query. For something like this, for a security system, like he said, nobody's looking in the middle of the night. And if they are, they're not going to care. Every other competitor is going to be marked as closed. It doesn't mean that you're going to rank number one if you say that you're open.
Right.
So we need to just put this to bed.
It's not going to die, unfortunately. It's going to stay around just like EXIF Images does and geotagging. And all the slimy people out there are going to keep on saying, yes, I can make you rank. It's 10 o'clock at night. How are you going to do that? You're open 24 hours.
Yeah.
Now pay me $10,000, please.
Exactly.
Silliness. Okay. So this one's for you, Greg.
All right.
This one is from Chelsea.
Chelsea's here, right? I think we were chatting earlier. Yes, Chelsea's here. Okay. Oh, no, this is the second Chelsea question. Of course, it is the second
Chelsea question. Yes, exactly. Awesome. And Nate, by the way, if you go to steadydemand.com on our blog, we have a local SEO myth blog post. Okay, Greg, wait a minute. Have you done a weekly video yet about SEO myths?
I have not, but I should. That's a good idea.
I think you should
add that to my list of topics.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thanks, Nate.
Nate. I
don't have to come up with an idea of something to talk about.
Exactly. So, all right. So this one is from Chelsea. Google reviews are being blocked. Is the subject. I know education institutions cannot have reviews, but is there a master list of categories that includes exactly which are blocked from reviews?
No.
There's your answer.
Yeah,
Nope.
I don't think, not at least not that I'm aware of, and not that Ben's aware of.
And to be honest with you, there's not enough categories that would have probably even warrant a post about it.
Maybe a blog post with like 2 or 3 categories. Okay, next question for you.
All
And
right.
this one doesn't have a name because it's one we copied over from last time. So if you're here, chime in and let us know it was you. So this question for you says, recently I noticed a client of mine getting a ton of notifications for obviously fake 5-star reviews on Bird Eye, or on their GBP, but they're noticing in Bird Eye that they got the alerts. However, these reviews didn't make it onto the actual GBP. I'm guessing that Google was filtering them because they were obviously fake. I reached out to my client and yep, they agreed to some fake review generation situation, but the review generation was free. Now, my question is, what's the angle here? Why would someone offer free 5-star reviews? Have you heard of this before?
Oh, only a couple times. There's a reason why I'm laughing, by the way. If this is you, your question, and you are listening, either on the go or now, your client's in trouble. They have just put themselves probably in the crosshairs of some very unsavory people. These people are from, well, I'll be honest with you, anywhere in the world except for the United States and Canada. Probably Indonesia, Singapore, Russia, stuff, places like that, China. Anyway, the reason for giving you these free, air quotes, by the way, free reviews is because sooner or later they are going to come back. And all of a sudden, when they say, now would you like to buy 10, 20, 30, 40 Wi-Fi, whatever reviews for $10 each? And you say, nah, I'm good. Then they go, oh, okay. Next day, you're pummeled with 20 1-star reviews. And then they send you a nice little message. And that message basically states, hi, sir, we left you these reviews. We would kindly ask you that you pay us $250 and we will absolutely remove these reviews from your profile. Here's my crypto account. Here's my PayPal account. Here's my Zelle. Here's my Cash App, whatever the hell, right? Whatever way you can't get it back. So never mind, take PayPal out of that list. Exactly. So, and we also need a little bit of buzzer on there too. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Don't engage with these people ever. Because otherwise you're going to get these extortion attacks. Extortion attacks are extremely difficult to stop. And these guys will not stop, by the way. Once they get you and once you pay them once, they will continue doing it. And because trust me, I have a customer still. This has been going on for a year. They bought into it once. And they gave somebody money to get rid of reviews that they had left. And they come back to them, and literally we had to get them we had to get the review generation shut down completely for 6 months. Basically, it's called content moderation. And after the 6 months was up, guess who showed back up? Where's my $5? So, yeah. So anyway, that's what's going to happen. That might happen here. But anyway, the answer is don't engage in this. Don't let your customers engage in this. And now on top of all of that, it's against FTC's regulation. So there's that too. So anyway, all in all, bad ideas.
Boom.
Okay. Next question. This one is for you. It's from Daniel. Would love an audit of my GBP if there's time. Ooh, Alti Exteriors. You get a second one, man. Go for it.
All right. I am pulling it up right now. I need to share my screen so that those who are here can see what we're looking at. If you are listening to the replay at a later date, just imagine the GBP that we are looking at so that we can see all of the problems. So, right off the bat, You probably don't use LLC on your site or when you're talking to customers, so you don't really need to have the LLC as part of the name. Is it hurting you? No. But for me, I just think it doesn't look clean to have LLC or INC or whatever in the name. We are next to 30 burgers, if that's important, because I'm hungry right now. Reviews. These look a little bit, well, I don't know. This one from Mark. It's hard to find an honest, capable, and skilled roofing team, but Dan's team is just that. That does not sound like a human written review. Maybe these are good, but
yeah, I'm gonna go. They're okay.
They're all right. Let's check out their low reviews. My name is... Wow, that is a massively long response to a bad
Oh my
review.
goodness. It burdens me that you...
I was just going to say, it burdens me. That's AI.
Yep.
It burdens me that you feel this way to write such a lengthy review over one...
Oh, Jesus. No. Look at that. With communication comes great resolve and understanding of others' intentions.
Oh, my God. In this scenario, I can confidently say, like, bro, don't be using AI to write your review responses. And, like, this... Like, your goal, in general, y'all, your goal in responding to a negative review is to let everyone else in the world understand how you handled a pissed off customer. Like this, let's scroll back up. Who's the guy that left?
Jesus.
Matthew Ising. Okay, Dan knows Matthew Ising. He did the guy's roof, so he's got the guy's information. Matthew leaves a bad review. He should be able to call, or Dan should be able to call Matthew and talk to him about it offline. Your review response is not supposed to be for the person that left the bad review. This is all the sort of stuff he needs to be talking through with Matthew offline. Nobody's going to read this review response, which means now he just wasted his review response. Where instead... he was quoted this money, and gutters would be an extra, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah, he was basically calling him a scammer.
So the owner tried to charge him $60,000, and everybody else said it was about 10 to 15. And he got all the gutters replaced with a portion of the roof having flashing for 5 to 6K. So Dan should have said, hey, look, if you remember, I offered you the option to do this, but I also told you if you really wanted to take care of this, since you just bought the home and wanted a long-standing roof, this would be a better option and this was going to be more expensive. But instead, he goes through all of this AI bullshit at the top that nobody's going to read, and then all of this stuff, and then here's my cost of all of these things, but he doesn't say anything in here about how he was quoting significantly higher because he was using different materials than what the guy could have done it for cheaper. And thank goodness, though, at the end, he ends it with a Mark Twain quote. Like, come on.
All right, let's take one more review and then move on.
Why does this keep doing this weird thing on the screen share, man?
It's usually a memory. It's usually a memory issue.
The good reviews are misleading. They had to remove plywood. In the process, destroyed the attic space. Wood fragments, roof, blah, blah, blah. I realized why no one thought that they could tarp the interior. It was in the fine print that this could happen. But then his response...
It's a book.
Since we can no longer provide photos on the reply messages, which you've never been able to do, I will attach a Google Doc link open to the public. This way they can see the damage that was not caused along with the proposal language. There's no fine print. It's written in bold print. It's only 2 pages wrong. Okay? Recorded line. Being a Princeton graduate on the Board of Education and owning an insurance firm that writes fine print on a daily basis. That's not even a complete sentence. And this makes you look like a dick. He's like, we would love to take a suggestion from someone like yourself after he just said he's a Princeton graduate. I'm a Princeton graduate. I'm on the board of education and I own an insurance firm, but I'd love to take a suggestion from somebody like you about how we can be more clear. Like, that is such a dick response.
Oh, God.
And then his solution-minded approach. Like, what he should have said is, look, I don't, it's getting all it does not like screen sharing with Zoom.
No, it doesn't.
We laid the tarp, we vacuumed the lingering dust, and there was a corner broken of capping shingles. We corrected immediately and apologized. That's all he needed to say. Hey, look, yeah, you know what? We said in our contract that this could happen, but when you noticed that it was happening, we immediately told you we could lay down this and clean the mess up, which is what we did. Why'd you write the bad review? Like, all the other crap, like, you just look like a dick.
No shit.
Which makes people not want to call you. Also, as a roofing person, it's highly unlikely you're going to have 230 reviews and a 4.8 score.
Yeah, exactly.
Open 24 hours. Again, same issue. You're not open 24 hours, bro. Don't say that you are. Oh, we didn't check categories. Roofing contractor, gutter cleaning service, siding contractor, skylight contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess that's all accurate. Oh, we didn't check UTMs. No UTM, so that's not great. Again, it is a service area business, but they have their address listed.
It's probably a
for
home.
some reason.
Yeah, click on the street view. I'll bet you it's a home. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I mean, they built it. I mean, it looks like that might be their house.
Oh wait,
It's
roofing
built next to it.
specialists. Yeah.
I don't know, it says
It's obviously
roofing
not their
gutters.
company, but yeah.
Okay, so that's all right.
No Q&A. Oh wait,
No,
there's
we got
Q&A. It's all the way down.
Q&A. Okay, this is clearly they uploaded stuff because no person is going to do a Q&A and say, do you install standing seam metal roofing in Hunterdon County, New Jersey? They're trying to spam and they think that's going to help them show up. So,
Yep.
thanks. Hello, I'm a homeowner and we're probably wondering what different color gutters or something. People don't typically ask multiple questions like that, so that doesn't look legit.
Oh, there we go. Another install.
Do you install standing seam in Hunterdon County? Do you install standing seam metal roofing in Somerset County? Like, come on, bro. Like, could we be spammier here?
Silly other things that people think that help them rank.
No. Like, here's another multiple. I'm a homeowner and we're considering a new roof. What is this? What is this? What is this? Like, I mean, look at that. Right there together. Like, this is just so piss poor.
Yeah, break them up, please.
And then let's check out the posts. Happy, maybe that says Tuesday, but it's a half of a flag and a little red corner and some trees, which has nothing to do with roofing. And protecting your landscaping in your home during the project is a vital part of customer experience. And again, we don't have a call to action link. Everybody, whether you're watching this live or watching or listening to the replay, don't do Google Posts unless you have a call to action link. It is utterly pointless. And like, there's not even a call to action here. It's just, we treat your home as if we were our own. Okay, cool, great, bro. Then the next one is an offer for $500 off a new roof replacement with a picture of the BBB logo, which is great. Then notice the difference between, okay, the offer post won't show on desktop, so that's why we don't see it in the carousel. But in the carousel, you can see it off to the right, but all you see is custom sucky and a bunch of text that you can't read, and it's part of the review. If you guys want to pull a review and use it as a Google post, you can, but you need to pull a snippet out that's a couple of words that you can make big text that shows in the thumbnail, because you have to remember customers aren't going to read the post unless they click the thumbnail, and if the thumbnail's not compelling, nobody's going to click on it to see it. And this just says, happy customer smiley face, and then that one's going to look like shit too, and there's no call to action, so what's the point? None of these. Oh, that actually does have a book call to action, so at least that's there.
I think it
That one they've
forces
got a
you.
video in, but why are you doing a video in portrait mode? It should be landscape mode because that's gonna look how shitty this is gonna look when we go to it
It's
in the
taking on a
carousel.
crappy mobile phone, obviously.
It's gonna
There it
look like
is.
this. It crops in, and so you see the picture of a sky, metal roof installation in High Bridge, New Jersey. Okay,
I had the
great.
opportunity to give this.
This is not the right way to use Google Posts. So, and then thank goodness that's in all caps because that's gonna make me click on it. Oh gosh, so bad. All right, time to move on. We got 10 minutes
Yeah,
left.
we got 10 minutes, and we've got one old question. Or actually, no, it's not
We
old.
could
It's
skip the
actually
old
kind of
question. It
new.
wasn't a good one anyway.
No, it wasn't. And
Oh,
then
geez, it's
we've
time to come on down.
got 7 Q&As.
That one's too long.
Yeah.
We're running short on time.
Yeah. Well, 10 minutes.
So
We're
first
not getting
one,
to all these. And you're still sharing your
there's a
screen.
local U webinar right now.
You're still sharing your screen.
Jeez. I was distracted by the fact that local U is having a webinar right now during our time.
No.
But that's not a question, Nate. Why are you putting that in the Q&A? Nate, wasn't Nate the one that suggested that we get the you lose, you get nothing? And that's what Nate would get right now if I had that sound effect. Oh, burn. Okay, so that means the first question is from Wendy. And Wendy says, what strategy do you recommend for overcoming the SAB address change bug, i.e., a hidden address reverts to the address that was originally verified after changing and verifying the new one? I succeeded in keeping the address visible for an SAB last year, but that is less than ideal. I have a client who is moving from a small suburb to a nearby larger city, and I'm afraid to try it again. I'm considering taking Joy's advice and verifying a new listing and then contacting support to merge it with the old one. But this also terrifies me. Your thoughts?
No, you should be terrified, but that is actually the proper guidance. We were given this directly from Google. So, yes, do it. All right, Nate's question for you. I know. Okay. Oh, geez. We need it. I'm just
I
telling you.
really need the you lose, you get nothing.
Yes, exactly. I know adding Nate, really? I know adding geo meta to images on Google Business Profile does nothing, absolutely nothing for SEO. But I had a thought the other day. What if you just do the meta geotagging to images on your website? Does that produce any kind of result? That's actually a good question.
It kind of is, but it doesn't do anything for you.
I'm going to be the voice of dissent on that one.
Dude, we've tested it and not seen anything.
Inorganic?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, maybe if somebody's doing an image search, but like just it's not going to make your your eyelid surgery page on your plastic surgeon if you have a before and after photo on the page that is got geotagged stuff in the image before you upload it to the site. It's not going to make that page rank better.
I recall it seeing it. It did help with organic, but that might have been a long time ago too.
Yeah, we've tested it and it didn't do anything.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
But also think like, why would Google use that as a signal? Because like you could add geo image data to any image. And
it's just like they can use alt text for discovery. It's the same kind of thing, right?
That's true. All right. So Mike has a question for you. When creating products for GBP, we add a description. Once published, the description is being changed or overwritten with copy from the web page referenced in the product. Is this the way it works for everyone? Is there a workaround to force Google to use what we're supplying?
I have never seen this before.
I've never heard of it at all. Mike, what kind of products are they? And as Mike is entering his thing, Nate chimed in on chat and said his thought would be that the
insurance
would be towards image search, but not much better on general search. But yeah, but like who's really going to image search to look for a business solution? They don't. People go to image searches to look for pictures, not to look for a solution to their problem. So who cares anyway?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nate's got an interesting question for you that'll make you think. This might take you back.
Mike, you got to let us know.
Oh, he's in insurance.
Oh, he did it in there. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to do products for insurance. It's not a product. Like product is supposed to be like physical e-commerce product, which I guess maybe insurance could be counted as a product. I don't know.
No, I would say not actually,
I
but
would think it's not.
no, it's no. If it can't show up in Merchant Center, it's not a product.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
all there. That's the test basically. Okay. Uh, Nate's basically asking you, do you remember anything about locations.kml?
Oh, geez.
It's an oldie.
It's been so long. I like remember it, but I don't remember what it was for.
It's something I think that it's basically just like having a sitemap.xml, right? It's like you could even get it like rank math to create one of these things for you.
Yeah, but this
Uh,
is like 10 plus years old.
for locations, yeah, it's a very old thing. Yeah. So, I mean, so nobody uses basically locations.kml, at least not that I'm aware of. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I've heard of anybody even mention that in the last 5, 10 years, except for Nate
And rank math.
and Rank Math. Yeah, exactly. So Brittany has a question for you. My God, we're gonna get through all the questions, dude. All right.
We got to go fast, though. We only got 2 minutes.
Oh, we'll be
I guess we got 3
fine.
or
No,
4.
we got 3 or 4 minutes. We're good. We're good. All right. I submitted this before, but I'm not sure if I missed an answer. Sad face. I've been debating setting up an agency account in GBP, but I've been putting it off because I have to clear out the GBP we currently have access to. Should I go through the effort of setting it up? That's actually not true, but keep going. Do you know what do you want to say to that, Greg?
I mean, it depends on how many accounts you're dealing with. If you have 5 clients, you probably don't really need to go through the effort. But if you've got 10, 15, 20, it's probably worth doing.
All right, so here's what I'm going to say. So, number one, you don't have to clear out anything. You have to have an account which has no Google accounts in it, must be at your domain name. So just create another one, call it GBP or Google at whatever your domain name is. So that's number one. Number two, there is no real import feature for agency accounts, but I would highly encourage you to get your clients to give you access. Ownership access in this case is actually going to be ideal for you at the moment, because what you're going to end up doing is anybody that you drag into your agency account is going to go into ungrouped. So what you're going to want to do is create a locations group, and then you can move those profiles into location groups, and you can start basically building folders. And so you can have a logical way at looking who's your customers. So if you have a customer with 20 locations, whatever, you can put them into their own location group, which allows you to give granular control and do all sorts of stuff. But you'll need ownership access to move them into a location group. So once you've moved them into the location group, you can downgrade yourself to a manager if you want to, which I would recommend, by the way, so you don't ever accidentally destroy their Google business profile, because that happens. But yeah, no, the agency dashboard is wonderful to have control over. You can manage invitations, you can request invitations, you can, again, logical groups, you can granular give control to people. Yeah, those are basically the high level of the benefits that you get from it. So I would absolutely go through the exercise, unless you just are not going to grow your company. And then in that case, then you can go ahead and forget about it. All right, who's up? We got one more question.
That one was for me. So the last one is for you.
Okay.
Chelsea has another question, and Chelsea sees some daycare and childcare places that allow reviews, but others don't. Is it only true educational institutions where grades are involved that reviews are blocked? Trying to clear up the blurred lines for those early age years because some have a pre-K aspect, others don't. What should be my defining factor?
I don't know. I've never heard about reviews only being blocked on places with grades.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either.
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe we should set up a Greg's underwater basket weaving school, and make it a school and see if and give out certifications and not grades and see if you can get reviews. I would say you probably can. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Never heard this one.
I don't know anything about it having to do with grades, but I know that we have a client that is a multi-location, like a whole bunch of location daycare center. You're able to get reviews for them. So I don't know why other ones wouldn't be able to get reviews for daycare centers. So who knows?
Don't know. That one's gonna have to remain a mystery, man. All right, we are. Look at that. On time to go. Yes. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming. Sorry we were gone there for a couple weeks, but we are back and we should still be here in 2 weeks, I think.
Here in 2 weeks.
Yes, we should. We should. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your Friday, a great weekend. And we will see you on the flip side.
See you, everybody.
Bye.